R.I. Presents.
Sea People Mountain People Chapter 2 Encounter with Mythology. Previous overview. Touka asked Tokapcup when she began to recognize the color of the wind, but the content of her story was beyond imagination. Tokapcup's story was so much beyond my imagination that I was stunned. But someone told me not to judge based on my own estimates. I don't have any information to definitively determine this era, but it is true that something unexpected is happening to me right now. It is also true that Elle can see the color of the wind. If so, there is no reason to deny her story. As I was thinking about this, Tokapcup speak out, "Are you surprised?" Yes, because I thought there was no God. I answered honestly. She seemed surprised by my reply, and she began to speak. "Everything has a soul, and each has a God. And my grandmother and mother told me that God is watching and that if you do something wrong, you won't be able to go to your ancestors when you die, so don't do anything wrong," she said. Her story made me feel that my thoughts were biased. It is wrong to think that no one is watching. I totally agree with her point of view. Also, although it was a little different from respect, I felt that her every word was irreplaceable. I thought it might be, but my perception of her has definitely changed. Judging from what I've seen and heard, they are my distant ancestors. I still have questions, but I was kind of impressed. As I was immersed in emotion, someone suddenly called out to me from behind. It's a man's voice. When I turned around, there was a man standing there. Yakikima's father, Tokapcup, called out to the person as soon as her turned around. "Oh, this man is that young man's father." He thanked Tokapcup for helping his son and told her that a man was coming to the Kodan looking for woman. When she heard this, she simply replied, "Okay," and followed behind the person back to Kodan. When she returned to the Kodan, she immediately went to meet the person, but it was an unexpected person. He was the man who helped Yakakima in the river, and when he spotted us, he smiled and waved. When we got close to him, we saw that he was bigger than we expected. "Oh, huge," I said aloud, and Tokapcup laughed a little because the words seemed funny. Perhaps Perhaps because he saw her smile, the man who came to visit her also smiled and said, "Oh, the girl at that time." The words are Japanese and the tone is natural, so I think it is safe to assume that this person is a Wajin. He said he was looking for woman, but who are he looking for? Tokapcup said, "Thank you for Yakakima help. And then, I'm glad he was saved, I came looking for woman today." He replied with a smile. When Tokapcup asked, "Who is it?" he replied, "I'm looking for a woman named Kushinada." She seems to be coming around here. The moment he said the name of the person he was looking for, I remembered. Kushinada is a name that appeared in the Kojiki. Is that the era when it was listed in the Kojiki? However, it is common to have the same name, and the amount of information at the moment does not allow us to identify the era yet. Then he asked a strange question after Tokapcup replied that he didn't know. He heard that there is someone here who knows the weather, is that true? Tokapcup answered honestly that it was true, but I wondered what his question was. In the end, after hearing the answer, he just said thank you and left without telling anyone who he was. I wonder where he heard the story. And it's also disturbing that he left so easily. I was a little worried, but we went home. Today's story ends. The continuation of the story will be updated tomorrow. Please look forward to. If you like, please subscribe to the channel.